What do you think is the biggest threat to humanity?
Climate change.
It's funny. That was my answer.
What is the biggest threat to humanity? On a very broad sense, I think the splitting of us into these different epistemic worlds where we have totally different realities is like destroying our ability to communicate with each other. And I worry if that continues to happen and continues to accelerate outwards, that I don't know if it would be civil war or just like a total breakdown in government because we can't pass any legislation. I think that that's probably the biggest threat right now. What is it? A nation divided against itself cannot stand. We have a really hard time working with each other right now. That's really, really, really bad. And I think that's probably the biggest problem facing us. Like when I look at the United States during COVID, as soon as the United States got its shit together, in my opinion, I think one of the biggest success stories of like capitalism and American ingenuity, I know a lot of people get triggered, but I think it was the manufacturing of the mRNA viruses. It represented like the best of humanity, the best of globalism, the best of the world. It was Pfizer, an American international company working with BioNTech, German company that researching for public research or private research mRNA vaccines for 30 years. Once we figured out like what was going on in like 8 months, we had like a revolutionary vaccine rolled out. We distributed what Biden, I think, came in and wanted to do like 100 million doses in 100 days or something. And he did it in like 50, like everything was so amazing. When America is like united on an issue, we have the capability to like move heaven and earth. Like I think the United States working as one joint body, trying to accomplish something can do anything. But we're so fucking schizophrenic on all of our shit right now that we just can't come together and agree on anything because every single issue is so politicized. So yeah, I think the divisions we have amongst ourselves are the biggest problem that we have right now. Yeah.
It's a great answer. That's probably one of the best answers.
I agree with that. I'm kind of the same type. Yeah. I think it's just closed-mindedness in general.
Sure.
Because I used to say it was the media, and then I thought it was closed-mindedness, and then you think like what causes closed-mindedness, and you try to come to the root of it. But I think it's just being closed-minded.
Mm-hmm. I love that.
What do you think is the meaning of life?
This is another I've been working with a lot. I think that there is some sense of fulfillment to be found by working together along other people at the things that you're really good at. So everybody has like a particular set of like gifts and abilities. I think that we kind of owe it to ourselves in society to pursue this as much as possible. And then while doing that, like maximize your existence like a social creature. So family, friends, and all of that stuff. It's like very, very, very broad, but that might look differently for a lot of people. So say you're a person that's like a really high aptitude for medicine. Like for you, like your fulfillment and meaning in life might be, being the best doctor you can be, giving as much to society as you can, getting that like high level of personal fulfillment because you're doing something for yourself, you're doing something for other people. Hopefully you can have a family stuff too. You might be a musician that can make like really cool music. You might be a streamer, I guess. It is really cool streaming or whatever. But yeah, I think that like searching for some like really broad sense of like fulfillment and then trying to balance it out with all sorts of like happiness, right? Where fulfillment is like that really deep, like I'm doing things that are above and beyond myself or society, but also doing the things like keep me happy and like motivated or whatever. Like finding a balance between that and then working socially with everybody else is like on the broadest level, I think probably the meaning of what you should be trying to do.
And how fulfilled are you? Like if you were to give it on a 1 to 10 scale, how's everything going for you?
Super lucky. I'm like at a 9.5 for fulfillment. Like I get to do like the coolest stuff like every single day in my life. Like I'm the most lucky fucking person in the world.